welcome back to my channel, Girl Let's Chat CEO, where we build business with clarity, confidence, and cash flow. Today, we're going to be talking about something every business owner needs, but too many skip, and that's an operating agreement. Whether you're a one-woman show or if you have partners, you don't want to skip on having an operating agreement. This document can actually save your business. So grab your notebook and let's dive in. All right. So let me get my notes together because I gotta have my notes. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right. What is an operating agreement? Well, an operating agreement is a legal document that actually outlines how your LLC will be run or ran. It's like a business blueprint. It covers ownership, responsibilities, profits, decision-making, and what happens if a member leaves or if the business dissolves. Even if you are a single member LLC, you need to have an operating agreement. Why? Because it shows that your business is legit and it keeps your business separate from your personal assets, which protects you from liability and it gives you credibility with banks, investors, and the IRS. A quick example is this. Imagine your business gets sued and you don't have an operating agreement. The court might say you and the business are the same thing, meaning your personal money, your car, your home could be at risk. That's the danger of skipping having an operating agreement. So you don't want to skip that. Now, reasons why you need to have an operating agreement. Let's break down why an operating agreement is a must-have. Number one, legal protection. This keeps your personal assets separate from your business. All right. Number two, clarity. This actually defines each member's roles, responsibilities, and rights. Number three, conflict resolution. An operating agreement will actually help prevent and settle disputes between partners or owners. Financial rules. In your operating agreement, you're going to outline how profits and business or losses, how profits and losses are actually split. So this will be in your financial rules section of your operating agreement. Credibility. Banks and investors often require operating agreements for funding. And I remember, when I had to get funding for, one of my companies, I had to, send in my articles of incorporation, my business plan, and an operating agreement. They required it. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how to create an operating agreement for your business. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and build an operating agreement in 6 steps. Number one, you want to list the business info. You want to include the LLC name, the address, the formation date, and purpose of your business. Number two, you want to define the ownership. In other words, who owns the business? Is it just you? Great. If you have partners, write down each member's ownership percentage. So for an example, if Jackie owns 60% and Patricia owns 40%, you want to document that information here. Or if Jackie is the sole owner of her company, then you will put under ownership 100%. The next thing you want to have is you want to be able to outline management structure. Is it member manage or manager manage? In other words, who decides or who's in charge of the day-to-day decisions? So this is where you're going to put your officers if it's a corporation or if it is an LLC, your managers. If you're the sole managing member, then and meaning that you're the only one that owns the LLC, then that's what you would document. If it's a partnership and Jacqueline is a manager or a managing employee of the LLC and Patricia is a managing employee of the LLC, you will document and explain the management structure. Who's president? Who's CEO? Who's COO? Who's the administrator? Who's the regional district manager, and so forth. Anyone that has a decision in the business and has the authority to have that's where you want to put that information. You also want to have a section, number 4, that explains profit and loss sharing. How will the money be divided? Equally or based on investments? Will you have owner withdrawals? Will you have dividends? Will you only be able to access the money annually, access profits annually? Or does the first year worth of profits go back into the business? All that has to be defined under your profit and loss sharing. How are you going to distribute the profits of the business? Number 5, you want to have rules for voting and decisions. Now, do major decisions require a majority or a unanimous vote? Or define how choices gets made. For an example, if I am 100% the sole managing member of my LLC, decisions must go through me. If I at any point decide to bring on office managers, district managers, administrators, and include them in my governing body, I will still hold the right to have the final decision. So I will put that in this section of my operating agreement. The next thing you want to have in your operating agreement is exit and dissolution terms. Dissolution terms. Lord, I can't talk today, but it's okay. Long day. So this section is going to tell what happens if someone wants to leave the company or if the business closes. Plan ahead to protect everyone, even if it's yourself. Put, for an example, if it's just you and you put in your operating agreement, for an example, if my business decides to close or experiences financial hardships greater than 50% of its assets has already been liquidated to maintain the business will go ahead and close and sell off the remaining assets to pay off the debt. Example. That's a good example. Or should the business decide to sell, we will take 100% and Mary Jo gets 40% because she's a 40% partner. JoJo would get 30%, and then Mary will get 30, 40, 70, will get another 30%. Does that make sense? So you want to put what happens after the business dissolves in that section of your operating agreement. All right. Now, if you're a solo CEO, include a simple clause like this. This LLC is a single member limited liability company. The sole member has full authority to act on behalf of the business, including financial and operational decisions. It can be short, but still gives you protection. So don't skip it, okay? Don't skip it. All right. Now, when do you need to use an operating agreement? Well, that's simple. Once you've created your agreement, you need to keep it alongside with your other business records. You also want to show it to banks when opening business accounts. Use it when applying for loans or grants. Revisit it when you grow, add partners, or change structure. Your business plan and your operating agreement should be updated accordingly. Update your agreement annually or anytime your business structure changes. For an example, you're a single member LLC. Now you've decided to add partners. That requires a new operating agreement. Or you're a single member LLC and you decided to change the structure and become a C Corp. Well, that's a new operating agreement. All right. So now CEOs, now you know why an operating agreement matters and how to create one. Don't leave your business vulnerable. Take a day, draft it, protect your brand like the boss that you are. Okay, we are not mom and pop shops. We are CEOs. Now, there's nothing wrong with a mom and pop shop, but I remember my attorney used to always say, Yolanda, always think of your business as a major corporation. You are not a small business. What will Centra do? What will Spectrum do? That's what you will think. That's your mindset that you got to have. Okay, so remember, do not skip this step. Please drop a comment if you've created yours or if you need help with one. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your best besties or any other CEOs out there that don't have this and they need that information. Remember, you can always drop comments about problems that you're having in your business or questions, and we could talk about it right here on Girl Let's Chat CEO. If you need a downloadable template, I will leave my email in the comments and you can email me and I will send you a free template on how to create an operating agreement. Until next time, Girl Let's Chat CEO. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.